Nobody knows exactly when Valheim is about to hit 1.0, and if you're waiting for the Deep North update, there's no better time to finally master fishing. Forget those outdated guides. I'll show you the tricks that work today to get fish, brew powerful meads, and snag that awesome fishing head. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly how to catch all 12 fish types without wasting time. I've tested everything myself, and I'm sharing only what actually works. No old outdated info here, no pointless grinding, just real strategies that'll make fishing fun and rewarding. Why fishing matters. Before we dive into the fishing head, let me remind you quick why fishing is actually worth doing now. Powerful food. Fish-based meals provide top-tier health and stamina buffs, for example fish and bread and fish wraps. Meat crafting. Fishing unlocks 3 exclusive potions: Troll Endurance, Anti-Sting, and the Vanadium Potion. Master fishing. Get the fishing head and boom, plus 20 fishing skill. You'll be catching those rare fish like a pro. Unique farming and cool decorations. Ever seen a pufferfish trap? Or a glowing fish trophy that talks to you occasionally? Show off. Trust me, that fishing head is one of the rarest and coolest things you can wear in Valheim. Before we dive into how to get the fishing head, here's a quick refresher for those who haven't fished before. You need a fishing rod, which you can buy from Haldor for 350 gold. Fishing requires bait, and different fish need different types. You'll start with basic bait, which you can also buy from Haldor. How to fish? Hold left click to cast your line. When the bobber bounces, right click to reel it in. That's it! If you want the full step-by-step breakdown, check out my fishing basics guide. But don't worry, you'll pick it up as we go. How to get the fishing head. To unlock the fishing head, you must collect all 12 fish types in Valheim. But here's a myth-busting fact. You don't have to catch them all yourself. If a fish jumps into your boat and you grab it, or you pick one up from the ground, it still counts. Step 1. Start with the easy ones. If you've seen my fishing basics video, you probably have these already. If not, here's where to start. Perch and pike. Head to the meadows, and basic bait is all you need. Pro fish. Black forest. Use mossy bait, crafted from a troll trophy. Giant herring. Swamp. Use sticky bait, crafted from an abomination trophy. The grouper, caught in the plains. The bait is crafted with a fueling trophy. Pufferfish. You'll need a heavy bait or a misty bait for this. Caught in the ocean or in the mistlands. The anglerfish. Caught at the coast of the mistlands. You'll need a misty bait, crafted with the logs trophy. Step 2. The tricky ones. Tuna and coral cod, found in the ocean, but you'll need a heavy bait, crafted with a serpent trophy. You're unlikely to find these at the shore, so you have to use the bait to catch them. The hardest to get fish, the tetra, found inside mountain caves with lakes, which are rare. If you don't want to explore hundreds of caves, you can use the world map generator to find the exact cave locations on your map. I put a link in the description. It is caught with a cold bait crafted from a fenring trophy. Northern salmon, found in the deep north. Just head way north on your map. In order to catch this, you need a frosty fishing bait, crafted from a drake trophy. A warning: if you are heading into the deep north to catch a northern salmon, be careful not to explore too much. When Valheim's 1.0 update drops, any areas you've already uncovered might not generate the new content properly, so stick to the outer edges to be safe. The magma fish, found in Ashland's hot waters, way south on your map. You cannot obtain this fish before defeating the Queen, the Mistlands boss. To catch it, you need a hot fishing bait, which requires a warrior trophy, dropped by charred warriors in the Ashlands. Since you need a Drakkar, the only ship that can withstand Ashland's waters to access this area safely, this means the fishing head can only be unlocked after the Mistlands progression is complete. Part 3. The best fishing strategy. Catch any fish you need and get the head without grinding. Short line, easy catch. Keep your fishing line to 1 to 2 meters max for the easiest catches. No high fishing skill needed, no stamina draining fights, just quick, effortless results. Remember to craft and equip the correct bait for the fish you want to catch. As a reminder, here's the list of all fish, baits, how to craft them, and where you can catch them. Screenshot this if needed. You can't get a serpent trophy? Use the harpoon, crafted with chitin from the Leviathan scattered across the ocean. Use it on the serpent and drag it to shallow water or the shore before killing it. The trophy doesn't float like the serpent meat, it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Mountain caves often have free tetrafish lying around, way easier than grinding fenrics for the bait. Set up a portal in front of the cave and check back later if you can't find one right away. Always check the shoreline. Free fish count toward your collection. Your boat keeps drifting and causes your line to break? Jump into the water real quick and hop back in. Instant stop. The fishing bait trick. If you pick up the fish before it's fully reeled in by pressing E on your keyboard, you don't lose the bait. This is especially useful for rare baits like the heavy bait or the cold bait. If you can't see fish, they are still there. Especially tuna can be caught anytime in the ocean, but it is way easier and more reliable if you look out for swarms of the fish you intend to catch next. Use the terrain to your advantage. If you are fishing on land, raise or flatten the ground slightly with a hoe for a better spot. The best fishing boat. The Drakkar is too bulky. I don't like it. I recommend using the carp or the longship for fishing. Many fish share a location. For instance, you'll find perch and pike often also while fishing on the shores of the swamp or the plains. So don't worry if you see the "does not take the bait" notification. It might be just a stranger fish found its way to the location you're actually targeting. Puffer fish as a farming tool. Careful, it can poison enemies or you. Great for mob traps. You don't need to level up your fishing skill for achieving everything. But if you really want to do it, I recommend starting after you got your head. Now cast long lines and reel them in constantly. That's the way leveling works, not by catching fish. After all the patience, strategy, and maybe a few questionable decisions on a sinking boat, you did it! The fishing head recipe is yours now. Now it's the time to craft your well-earned reward. To make the fishing head, you need 1 of every fish. Want to fully upgrade it? You need 6 more of each fish, but keep in mind upgrades only add armor do not increase the plus 20 fishing skill bonus. But who cares about that? You now own the rarest, most legendary fishing flex in Valheim. Go out there, show it off, and enjoy fishing like the absolute pro you are.